Hi Pisces, this is Ciao with Ariana Stark. This is your forecast for the month of January 2026. This is the new year, so new energies are going to be coming into play. I would like to thank you for your support in this journey. Like always, I will rely on these texts as well as the ideal tarot for your reading. For a personalized reading as well as for deck purchase, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. Now let's just get down to your reading. The overall energy from the ideal tarot is the moon card. Now there's some confusion which is going to keep you preoccupied this month. Maybe there's also going to be a dilemma at hand with respect to your personal life, professional life, or even your health. Your moods could also fluctuate because you know the moon is always waxing and waning. Incidentally, your intuition is also going to be on point, so pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your inner voice. Work-wise also, you could be dealing with someone who's very unprofessional. That is why you don't want to work with this person. Maybe you feel that even if there are offers, it's a bit confusing to accept the same because of these issues, which seems to be a limiting factor here. Clients could also show an interest in your work, but maybe there's no concrete offer. Now, the final days of December stepping into January is the Six of Swords. Possibly in those final days, many of you were traveling, commuting great distances. You know, at the 11th hour, things had fallen in place. Maybe you were reluctant, but you had to move forward. You were moving from a period of turbulence to calmer waters. Perhaps you were also a bit temperamental at this time. Some of you also needed to work on your relationship with your father or a father figure. Your responsibilities had also increased. I think you also needed to be patient. Some of you had to be the caregiver. Incidentally, your own health may have been affected because you may not have eaten your meals on time. Obstacles to overcome this month or the challenges, I do have the Hermit card. The Hermit is a person who's a loner. This energy means you may want to withdraw from the world, but this is in the challenge position. So oftentimes you may feel even if there are limitations and restrictions, you have to find a way because there's no way out. Other than that, I also feel many of you will continue to be on the move. I do have the Chariot also, so though you are in a position to help others, you may be reluctant to do so. A ticket to ride from the Divine Messages Oracle also talks about travel on the cards. Once again, in the month of January, look into travel documents or even moving out of town for higher education or even with respect to better opportunities is going to be there for many Pisces worldwide. Incidentally, I also have the Seven of Swords in the influence position, which means that work could be a priority. Maybe someone is also very sneaky and deceptive. So be careful. This person may be hiding things. You also need to understand that if there are mistakes that you have made, it is best to own up rather than sever ties, rather than damage relationships. Again, you may also want to keep to yourself. Maybe you don't want to talk to your lover, your friend this month. Maybe you will give an air that you're very busy and preoccupied. You need to use your intelligence because this is a swords energy. This means that you need to tackle problems using your wit. There will be delays also that you have to encounter on account of malfunctioning gadgets. People are also going to backbite. People are also going to say something behind your back, so be watchful and vigilant. The first 10 days of January is the Nine of Cups. Now this talks about rewards on account of your past effort, which is going to be a blessing in disguise. Again, you may also be a bit hassled because there could be a change in your working conditions or working environment. You know, sometimes we are working, we are neck deep in work, but then someone could disturb us and expect us to get up and move from that place. So that means that you will be a bit hassled on account of the same, but then these challenges also embolden us for your future. It also prepares us. So technical challenges, paperwork is going to be there in the first 10 days. Yet you're going to be someone who is dedicated and focused. Pressing matters will also require your attention, so it is your quick thinking which is going to help you sail ahead. Your loved ones may also expect you to be very professional when it comes to money matters, especially when you're dealing with clients. They think that clients tend to walk all over you, or they expect your services for free. Species renovation or repair work could also be on the cards. Incidentally, I also have the Four of Wands for the next 10 days, 11 to 20th January. This means your home is going to be a priority. Celebration, reunions are also lined up in this period. You're also going to be very happy with your output. You're going to be surprised. These gains are something which you need to enjoy. Yet, jealousy and backbiting is continuing this month. Aura cleansing will certainly benefit you. It will also allow you to forge ahead. Again, others around you may copy your ideas, but then your superior knows that you're a cut above the rest. You're like that diamond which shines brightly. Work will also increase. You're under pressure. Maybe you're also dealing with unruly co-workers or juniors in case you're in the leadership position. Primarily, Pisces, you're going to be someone who is going to be very driven to achieve your ends. So even if there is confusion here, I think there are times this month when you're going to make hay while the sun shines. The final 11 days, I do have the Empress card. This is a major arcana card. This means that you're going to be coming across as a very magnetic personality. Your personal allure means that you will find yourself being the center of attention. You will make people go weak in the knees, especially those of the opposite sex. The Empress is a very nurturing lady. She is also concerned about the well-being of others. Some of you may want to go the family way with this card. You may also find yourself deepening ties with someone. Maybe this person could be a love interest who can show more than a passing interest. This person may want to renew his offer of love for you. So this is the time when you can expect butterflies in your stomach with respect to your love life. Cupid's arrow cannot be ignored for sure. From Lenormand, I do have the Sun card, which means that even if you do have the moon, there are periods of optimism. You also need to maintain your composure because your boys could desert you at times. With respect to your love life, I do have the card clueless, confused and perplexed. So there are going to be those times when you or your person could be quite defensive. You could also be dealing with a work-related romance here. I think you should go ahead rather than put roadblocks and limitations on the path. In case this person makes your heart skip a beat, I think you should give it a chance. This person is also quite charmed by your way with words, your glib talk, but you could be a bit defensive. In an existing romantic connection, many of you may want to settle down with both the Four of Wands talking about the same, as well as the Empress, meaning that you may want to start a family too, like I outlined. Other than that, I also feel at times, Pisces, you may want to show that you're very busy with work. That is why you may not want to find time for your person. So you should not do this because love is something which needs to be treasured and it should blossom. Incidentally, I also have this card. Something is still missing for me and I'm trying to figure out what that is. So it is possible that you may want to keep away from your person because you believe that something is missing in your connection. Maybe that spark is not there. That is why you are going to be a bit confused. That is why you're perplexed. That is why you're turning your back to the relationship. I'm also picking up that some of you could travel to be with your person this January. I do have the card yellow. It says confidence, success. So with the sun, with this card also, I think you should keep your chin up. You should ignore those who are giving you a hard time because the sun's energy will allow you to shine bright. The last card in the reading is ask your body for a message. Archangel Raphael is also asking you to pay attention to the signs that your body gives you. in the month of January. Ignoring it would not be recommended because our body does gives us signs. Maybe a timely health checkup is also something which the doctor ordered this January. I hope Pisces you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. To give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.